NASCAR Nationwide Series at Kentucky is brought to you by Carfax. Just say, "Show me the Carfax." Ask your dealer or go to Carfax.com. And Viagra.
What a night here at Kentucky Speedway as Austin Dillon celebrates his first NASCAR Nationwide Series victory and also in the process takes over the lead in the championship standings after race number 15 of 33. There are the new numbers after tonight. 2 points to Elliott Sadler, 23 back to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Richard Childress in victory lane with our Dave Burns.
And he's been enjoying the photos and the champagne spray, but this is your grandkid. What's it like to see him win at this track in this race?
I mean, it's great. You know, I'm so proud to see him. They put on a great run tonight, him and that whole 3 team, and Johnny Morris sponsored him. You know, without Johnny Morris helping getting him and Ty to the level they are, I don't know that we could have done it. So we owe Johnny a lot, and to win it tonight is great. And, you know, I just have to thank the Lord. Everything was great tonight. It's really a good run for everybody, and couldn't be more prouder, you know, especially your grandson. Like, that's really cool.
Of all the victories for you in a car numbered 3, where does this one stack up?
Well, it's right up there with the top of them. You know, I said on the radio to him there, I said, Dale would be proud tonight. You know, I know he would.
And we believe he is. And watching this from above, and it's been a good night for RC. 33 ran good as well, and Kevin Harvick waiting to get his turn to congratulate young Austin here in victory lane, Alan.
Yeah, Dave, Kevin finished in 3rd position, and now Austin becoming the 3rd first-time winner this season in the Nationwide Series. James Buescher, Nelson Piquet Jr., now Austin Dillon. So as we follow the race winner to the finish, a look back now at those who chased him most closely to the checkered flag. Only 8 cars on the lead lap. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, Kurt Busch just kind of limped home for second. He had a good enough lead over Kevin Harvick with that engine on 7-cylinder.
Top 5 for Michael Annett.
Very good run for Michael Annett. I still cannot, it's hard to overstate how great of a race this was for Austin and his whole crew. The Stockman and all those guys, they really adjusted well to this racetrack. It is a tough place. You're going to see it. You saw it all night tonight. You're going to see it tomorrow in the Cup race. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the guys Austin beat tonight in this race will be fighting for the win tomorrow in the Cup race. So just a great night, a great performance.
Well, let's talk to some of the guys who chased Austin to the finish line tonight. Here's Jamie.
Well, Kurt Busch brings it home second, a hard-fought second, and the joke was finally Busch brought it home without a scratch on it. But how much of a handful was it from start to finish?
It was a good battle. You know, we missed it early on with just being too loose. We were loose in qualifying, but Mike Beam, his experience, his leadership brought it back underneath me. And my first run here at Kentucky, I didn't know what to expect. So, yeah, the Monster Energy car was dialed in at the end, and yet we were still in the wrong zip code. Austin Dillon was fast tonight, and congratulations to him and Richard Childress. They were money. I mean, that's what it is in this game, and you got to be at that car perfect, and we weren't perfect tonight.
Well, we saw 2 Joe Gibbs racing cars have engine issues. Of course, you guys are a triad motor, and you lost a cylinder right at the end. Did you have any indication, and what did you feel there with 5 to go?
Yeah, it just felt like somebody pulled the handbrake, and it was a different noise inside the car. But, you know, those guys do a good job for us. Toyota has been a big supporter of Kyle and this team, and it's just amazing how far we've come, and we're putting ourselves in position to win. And so thanks to Monster, a bunch of their associates every week are with us, Kroger and those guys. I mean, we have a lot of distributors helping get Monster out there. So these guys are sweet, man. It's awesome to get us a podium finish for those guys.
All right, Kurt Busch brings it home second. Kyle Busch will be back in the car next week at Daytona.
Well, Ricky Stenhouse had a good car. Looked like, Ricky, you had a car that maybe could have beaten anybody tonight, but there was an issue on pit road. What happened?
Yeah, it looked like we went the wrong way on adjustments from what Mike was wanting to do. So I didn't know that till after the race. Our Sam's Club Mustang was a second-place car there for a while and running down Austin. And then after we kept going backwards on adjustments, can't make your car better. So, you know, it's great racing out here in the Nationwide Series. Congratulations to Austin. The first win's always exciting. And just got to thank Nationwide Insurance, everybody on this Roush Fenway team. They work really hard. We're just going to have to start getting better on pit road there. That's where we struggled tonight.
What happened when you were coming in? Was there something on pit road when you hit? We saw the car slide.
Coming around, I guess the 40 car was in the box for, I don't know, 3 or 4 laps, and Mike thought he was going to be gone. saw him set the left side down, so I kind of checked up a little bit, thinking he was going to go. And then by the time I peeled in the pit box, it was a little late, and just kind of ran in there a little bit deep and a little sideways there. So that's what happened getting in the box. Just a tough night for us. I think we had a car that could have made up some points tonight.
Ricky Stenhouse battles back for a top 10 finish.
Well, Kevin Harvick brings it home third, and your average finish here is third, Kevin. But first off, I have to ask you about Austin Dillon. I mean, your boss is his grandfather, and watching this unfold tonight in the 3-car.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's great for everybody at RCR. Austin works hard to do what he has to do to try to make himself better week in and week out, and to see it pay off for him is what it's all about. So he's going to be able to do a lot in this sport.
Now, this was the first of 3 races for you, and I have to ask, with your wife being due in like 2.5, 3 weeks, why the decision to do double duty? I know it's stressful on her.
Well, we make those decisions, about this time of year for next year. So we got to get our cars running better. We ran terrible tonight. Just got to thank everybody from Hunt Brothers for everything they do for us, and we just got to do a better job.
All right, Kevin Harvick brings it home third.
And another solid night for Sam Hornish Jr. His third straight top 10, comes home 6th tonight. We talked before the race about what you feel like you guys need to do to be a championship contender. You put another good result together tonight. How was the evening?
Yeah, Vince, we're just piecing together the best that we can right now. We don't feel like we've got cars that we can win races right now, but we can run in the top 10, run in the top 5. So we need to be smart about the things that we do. The work dodge was very good early on in the run, but we just built too free throughout the run. So we didn't think that there was going to be this much green flag running, so we didn't get an opportunity to work on the car as much as we'd like to. But all in all, feel very blessed that we got a little bit of a cool front that came in, because it was sure hot earlier. And I, as always, just thankful to be here and have a full-time ride and be out here in Nationwide Insurance for sponsoring the series.
We talked before the race about the fact that coming in 4 straight races, you'd scored more points in the series than any other driver. What's been that one thing that's kind of clicked for you guys? Because obviously something has happened. You're starting to put these good results together.
We seemed like earlier in the year we were running the top 5 and we would have some kind of a problem. We had flat tires or whatever, and it's always towards the end of the race. And I'm just trying to be real smart about what we do out there. Make sure that we keep the car clean, even if we're not good at the early parts of the run. Let people go and just make sure that we've got all 4 wheels, all 4 fenders on it. I feel like if we keep being consistent the way that we are, and we find just a little bit of speed and take out some of our little snags, I mean, we're gonna be close to winning races. We're gonna get top 3s, and we're gonna have opportunities to gain points on the 3 guys that are ahead of us.
Yeah, job well done.
Thank you.
Sam Hornish Jr. 6th tonight, AB.
All right, Vince, thanks. And with Carl Edwards and Andy Petrie, and we were talking earlier, Carl, about what those last laps were like before you scored your first win in the Nationwide Series. The aftermath. What's a change for Austin Dillon now, based on your experience? Anything tangible?
Well, I mean, the next day after my first Nationwide win, I won my first Cup race. So I think for me personally, it gave me a lot of confidence. It made me realize that I could race with these Cup guys. I could run at this level. And that's something that, no matter how well you run in the Truck Series, you never really know how you're going to stack up until you go out there and get victories in the Nationwide Series. And I think it's a huge day for Austin Dillon and that team.
Yeah, and what about Danny Stockman? He gets his first Nationwide Series win. You saw just how emotional he was to get to that next level, too. And it means a lot to a crew chief like that, making that next big step, and to do it with Austin and get his first win at the same time. I can just see how much it means to him, and he's got a lot of bright days ahead of him.
Parade of congratulations here coming into victory lane. Other drivers, fellow competitors, and so on coming in to shake your hand. I'll bet that's worth almost as much as the trophy.
Yeah, that
not
feels
quite,
good.
almost.
It feels really good, and I think what you said about the Alan Stockman, and for those guys to come in and both be new in this series, 26 races in, to be winning, be leading the points, it's a huge accomplishment. It is so tough as a driver or a new crew chief, but to have 2 of them doing it together and to have this success this quickly is amazing.
Yeah, they believe in each other, and I think that's the thing that's going to take them a long way, that chemistry that they have. And Danny Stockman, he works so hard on the cars. I go down and talk to him, and sometimes it's hard to even just get in there to talk to him because he's crunching numbers. He's always working on something, but they've got a lot of wins ahead of them.
Hey, good luck tomorrow, and thanks.
Hey, thank you very much. This was inspiring to be able to come up here and watch that Bass Pro Shops car do well. And I have to say that we're thinking about a friend of mine who passed away, Samantha Morris. She's a great girl, huge race fan. I'm sure she was enjoying the race tonight from a better place, and we're thinking about your family.
All right, Carl Edwards getting ready to go tomorrow and joining us tonight here in the ESPN booth. Lots more post-race coverage to come. Let's go downstairs to Doc.
Danica Patrick comes home just outside the top 10. Danica, a very tough racetrack, a very bumpy place. Tell us about your night.
It was just kind of a really frustrating to sort of quite average night. Just never really felt like we were settled down and really like the car was in the track. It just, no matter what our handling issue was, it was just too much for the car to handle. It was either loose in or tight off, and even for the little bits of time where it was settled down and I had a decent balance, just couldn't drive it very hard. So I don't know. I think we're going to have a think about the setup and just some of the things that we've been trying to see if, you know, you got to try stuff. So we're trying some different stuff, and maybe it's not so good, but at the end of the day, you know, we stayed out there for all of them. As someone reminded me, 198 laps for me, and you know, we finished off the race. But congrats to Austin. It was I envy his first win, but good for him.
Yours is coming. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Danica Patrick, 12th.
Career best fourth place finish for Michael Annett tonight. Got a nice congratulations from the King as well. That had to feel good. Richard Petty coming down. How good was it tonight?
Yeah, that's really cool. That's probably one of the coolest parts. The window net coming down, and he's the first one in the window. That's awesome. But the car was just really good from last night, this afternoon to tonight. You know, this Pilot Flying J Ford Mustang was fast off the truck and didn't do anything stupid all weekend, so you could keep making adjustments and be confident in them. You know, we watched the truck race last night, knew how hard it was going to be to pass, so we put some things in the car so we can move around, not really be stuck to one lane. And these guys, they deserve top fives, and it's a shame it took this long to get one, but this summer stretch are my favorite racetracks, and we know what it's like to run in the top 10, top 5 all night, and we just need to keep doing it. Can't thank Nationwide Insurance enough for allowing us to do this and getting ready to hopefully make a lot of money off those guys this summer.
Well done.
All right, thank you, Vince.
Michael Annett finishes fourth tonight.
Michael kind of alluding to the Nationwide Insurance Dash for Cash that kicks off here very shortly. Daytona next week, next Friday night for the Nationwide Series, 7 Eastern time, and that's going to be a fun one.
That's the Subway jalapeno fresh 250.
250, very good.
That's a good Subway.
Good job.
I'll be having a Subway sandwich watching that race.
He even works the sponsor plug-in on the upcoming
get some up
race.
to the booth?
I can get some sent up there.
New Hampshire, Chicagoland, Indianapolis. That whole Dash for Cash thing going to add some spice to the pot, and we're getting ready to kick that off here very shortly in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Headline for tomorrow morning based on tonight's race, Austin Dillon. First Nationwide Series win, puts the Richard Childress Racing 3-car back in victory lane. Danny Stockman getting a win as well. They're going to have a big celebration somewhere over these next 24 hours, I guarantee.